Arkansas's breaking news leader. Fox 16 News at 9 starts now.
We begin with breaking news tonight. 3 Texas police officers have been shot while responding to a call this afternoon. According to the Cedar Park Police Department near Austin, Texas, the officers are in stable condition at a local hospital. The person suspected of injuring the trio is not in custody. At one point, police say the shooter was barricaded inside a home. It is unclear what type of call the officers were responding to or what prompted the suspect to open fire. We will keep you updated both on air and online as we learned more information. Good evening and thanks for joining us on Fox 16 News at 9. I'm Stephanie Sharp. The U.S. surpassed 170,000 coronavirus-related deaths on Saturday. The number of COVID-19 cases in the country now tops 5.3 million. The rise in cases has slightly declined over the last couple of weeks, but the state of Georgia has seen an uptick in deaths. Nearly 4,700 people in Georgia have been killed by the virus. According to state data, the state now ranks 5th in the nation with the number of cases. It follows California, Florida, Texas, and New York. We'll have an update on Arkansas's cases in just a moment. But first, the U.S. is extending travel restrictions to its border neighbors. The U.S., Canada, and Mexico agreeing to extend the border restriction on non-essential travel through September 21st. Acting Homeland Security Secretary extending the restrictions to slow the spread of the coronavirus. The original pact on border restrictions would have ended August 21st. Essential cross-border workers are still allowed to make international crossings. Looking at that COVID-19 numbers in Arkansas now, today we have added 673 new cases to the state, 198 of those in correctional facilities, 475 in the community. Since March, the state has seen over 52,600 cases. We now have nearly 6,500 active cases. We also have 599 deaths, which is a decrease of 1 from yesterday. That is because one of the deaths was a false positive report, according to the Department of Health. As the state continues to fight the COVID-19 pandemic, tomorrow at 1 p.m., Governor Asa Hutchinson is hosting Dr. Deborah Birx of the White House COVID-19 Task Force at the governor's mansion for a roundtable discussion with local leadership. We will be there and bring you the latest from the press conference.
Now, weather to plan your day with meteorologist Kristen Kennedy.
Well, no surprise here. It turned out to be another hot day here in the natural state with a high of 94 coming in for the capital city. That is 1 degree above average. But the difference between today and yesterday was that it didn't feel like the triple digits. Instead, it felt pretty true to temperature because we had drier air coming in on the backside of a cold front. This evening, we have dew points in the middle 50s for far north central Arkansas, low 60s for much of central Arkansas. And it's still a bit muggy down south with those dew points ranging from around 70 to 78. That does indicate a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, but you can certainly see that drier air eventually going to be making its way down south, and as it does so, more comfortable conditions will be in our forecast. This evening, we have a mostly clear sky across the state, a little bit of upper level clouds making their way in across west central Arkansas as a cluster of storms continues to move from Oklahoma through northern Texas. That is an association with our front that we were tracking overnight last night through this morning and throughout the afternoon. That cold front currently down towards our south, knocking on Louisiana's door, and a high pressure system off towards our north is going to work together to bring us some more comfortable conditions as well as lots of sunshine to start the work week. So as you start into your Monday, we're going to notice a little bit cooler, more refreshing start to the day, but by the afternoon, the heat is still back. The drier air, though, staying in our forecast for some time, with our temperatures also forecast to go below normal before they bump back up into the 90s. We'll talk more about that temperature trend and have a look at which days could see a little bit of rainfall in your forecast in just a few minutes.
Kristen, thanks so much. Monday will mark 1 month since Tay Welsh was killed in a hit-and-run accident. Little Rock police say Welsh was hit by a black Ford SUV or pickup while walking on I-30 access road outside of a construction site the night of July 17th, but was not found until the next morning. Anyone with information is urged to call the Little Rock Police Department. Pine Bluff police still investigating the city's 18th homicide following a shooting death overnight. Police say they responded to reports of gunshots at 4316 Burnett Drive just before midnight yesterday morning. Officers say they found Stephen Carter dead inside the home. Currently, police have not named a suspect. They're asking anyone with information to give them a call. 2 people were injured and a business in Lowell was damaged after a car crashed into it last night. According to a report, the vehicle hit a power pole, gas meter, multiple parked cars, the roof of a workshop before coming to rest by that building. The building got heavy damage. You see there in that video, 2 people were removed from the car. The extent of their injuries are unknown. Arkansas students will head back to school next week. The first day is Monday, August 24th. This weekend, though, the Little Rock School District posted a shipment of personal protective equipment they say is on its way. A few boxes filled with gloves, crates packed with the disposable masks and boxes, hand sanitizers, also face shields are all on their way. And students are slowly starting to move their way back to campus for the fall semester during the global pandemic. Things look a lot different this year. At the University of Central Arkansas, our own Alexis Wainwright spoke to one student about moving in with masks and more.
Things are looking a lot different as students move back onto campus at UCA. Their mask and even social distancing too. University officials say they're taking every precaution during move-in.
I'm very excited about moving in, but I'm a little nervous about going to college.
Trinity Rogers welcomed onto UCA's campus Sunday, where the unusual is now the new norm.
I am nervous about going to school with COVID-19 going on.
Rogers says this was never what she expected to be going through when she started college. But she says the warm welcome from other students helps. In the name of safety, the move-in event was done in 2 phases, and the amount of volunteers was cut back.
We definitely want to follow all the guidelines, like our university's direction and guidance. But it feels really good to kind of be out of the house all the time, interacting with people, even though we're physically distant but socially close.
University President Houston Davis says they've taken a lot of steps to prepare for students on campus. They even cleared a dorm to have for students who may need to quarantine.
Our health center, our faculty, our staff, our student leadership here on campus has really taken a lot of steps in the last 3 months to be ready.
There will be around 10,000 students this fall, 3,000 in the dorms. Davis says he's excited for the students to be back, and now they are all working to get back on track during this different time.
It is new for them to experience that here at UCA.
And despite COVID-19, Rogers says she's excited to start studying nursing.
I'm going to still go for it, whether the pandemic is going on still when I graduate or not.
Students will start classes on Thursday. According to the university, 30 to 50% of those classes will be online, and the other ones will be in person with a hybrid style. Reporting in Conway, Alexis Wainwright, back to you.
In Northwest Arkansas, a town is moving an annual event online this year because of the coronavirus. The Beaver Water District is asking people to participate virtually in the annual Secchi Day. The organization usually hosts a science fair for kids. The online fair has photos and videos of environmental and water education activities that anyone in the world can experience.
We've got lots of participants in who have created a lot of really great content for kids to learn about the lake, about the watershed, about water quality.
Virtual Secchi Day Science Fair starts tomorrow. Anyone, again, can participate. You can find all the information on the Beaver Water District's Facebook page. And events and festivals in North Arkansas are getting canceled left and right due to coronavirus concerns. Others are still on with some major adjustments, though. Caitlin Sinnett has more on how the Northwest Arkansas District Fair will look this year and what events people will not be able to attend.
Typically, when you think of a fair, you think of rides, games, food, and livestock shows. But this year, the Northwest Arkansas District Fair has to comply with state guidelines due to the coronavirus. Everyone will be screened before entering the fairgrounds, where they will find no carnival and no open shows.
We're very disappointed, but we understand that public safety comes first.
Junior livestock shows will still take place.
Some of these kids, this is their senior project. This is the last chance that they'll get to show here at their district fair, and we want them to have that opportunity to show one more time.
But it'll be a quick process.
Bring your livestock in, then we will show, and then you get to take them home.
As for arts and crafts,
our creative arts will be dropped off by drive-through. They will not be on the display for the public.
Only best of shows and grand champions will be displayed. Black says they have a lot to do on the grounds to get ready for the fair from September 20th to the 26th. Other festivals like Harvest Homecoming on the Square are canceled.
We didn't think that we would be able to do the festival justice and do it to its full potential.
The guidelines given out by the state, like one entrance and one exit, would be difficult to abide by in a courthouse square. And they would have had to have a much smaller amount of booths.
It's definitely bittersweet to see that we have to cancel and postpone all these events that typically bring so much joy to the Ozark.
Even though the Ozarks won't be exactly the same in 2020, event organizers say they are optimistic about the future.
Hopefully we can all make it through this year, and maybe things will return to somewhat normal very soon.
And that was Caitlin Sinnett reporting. The Historic Harrison Business Association hopes to make up for the cancellations and have a festival in the spring of 2021 and Harvest Homecoming again next fall. Just a reminder, you can follow all of our coronavirus coverage and watch the governor's daily press briefing over on our website, FOX16.com. The heat is gone for the next few days. How long will the relief last? Kristen has the full forecast. That's next. Plus, major developments involving the Postal Service and mail-in ballots. Lawmakers are now making a pledge regarding mail sorting machines. We'll update you on the fallout at 9:30.
You're watching Fox 16 News at 9 with Stephanie Sharp, meteorologist Kristen Kennedy, and sports with Troy Lynch.